This is JC with FX Insights at CIS Trading with a Forex in Focus update, taking a look at the Australian dollar and the conditions regarding the Australian dollar trade on the Aussie dollar, looking at the British pound and the Australian dollar and the Australian dollar US dollar using the GG series toolkit for FreeStockCharts.com. So the FSC toolkit is from 2008-2009. It's a part of the GG series set of customized indicators that basically are looking at price performance and momentum as the two primary signal indicators. What we're looking at on these charts are weekly charts for the British pound and the Australian dollar and the Australian dollar US dollar, both of those exchanges. On the British pound Australian dollar, we have a buy signal, a true buy signal for the first time in a long time on this weekly. We've actually been in a bearish cycle on this weekly since all the way back to Friday, March the 22nd of 2019. And we've had sort of a bullish attempt since May 17th, 2019 on this Australian dollar US dollar. What we're showing here is a weekly sell signal on the Australian dollar US dollar and a weekly buy signal on the British pound Australian dollar trade. So we're just looking at the basic customized indicator toolkit for the FreeStockCharts.com. And we're going to take a quick look at some of the hourly signals on both of these. I'm going to flip it over to an hourly, and you can see what we look like on that hourly on more of an intraday view. So you can see we've got a bullish cycle beginning with momentum leading our price action on this British pound Australian dollar. We have momentum leading with a turn up on the Australian dollar US dollar, but we've entered into a bearish cycle on this trade. So what we expect to see is a little bit less here, at least down into the 69.20s, 69.20 range today. And for the British pound Australian dollar, perhaps all the way up to the 179.95 to 180.05 region, at least British pound Australian dollar. Take a quick look at what we look like on the daily. So you can see what we look like on this daily. We're at peak momentum. Our price action, our price performance is coming into our momentum a little bit. And as that happens throughout the day and into the evening, we have a little bit of a pinch at the top on this daily British pound Australian dollar with a bullish piercing high. Still some room to go on our signal, so we're still looking for a little bit of a push higher up, probably into that 180 range today again and break this high. Australian dollar US dollar still bearish. We've entered into a bearish cycle. We're at an extreme low on our price performance. So there's a possibility that the price action metrics on the Australian dollar US dollar, once we get to that 69.20 area to 69.30, that we might see it kind of hold up and the price action try to come into that trade a little bit. But I do think that price performance will fail and we'll see lower on the Australian dollar US dollar. One alternative on this trade, I'm going to mention it. I'm not going to pull up a chart on it because I'm going to do something with it later on. But the Australian dollar Kiwi is one trade to look at potentially as an alternative with both of these also. So British pound Australian dollar, I'm going to go back to that weekly so you can get another snapshot of the weekly chart. Again, this is the FSC toolkit from 2008-2009. Just an alternative chart package with more of a traditional style set of indicators that I've customized with a buy-sell signal at the bottom of the chart. So we have a weekly buy signal, British pound Australian dollar, weekly sell signal, Australian dollar US dollar. This is JC with FX Insights with Forex in Focus.